Sup, boys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another awesome video. I am not 8 Thoughts. Thank you very much for being here. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. It's free. There's no contracts. If you change your mind later, which you're not because the channel rocks, you can unsubscribe. With that being said, we got a lot to get to on today's video. We had a huge blog post from the EA DICE developers after the open beta we just played, discussing all of the issues that we have raised, answering our questions, and letting us know what changes will be changed, or what things rather, will be changed going forward with the full release of the game coming up in a month or so. And here it is. Let's roll what they learned in the open beta. Over the past few weeks since the beta, we've shared some limited insight into some of the changes that are coming in time for launch relative to the experience you had playing Conquest on Orbital. They'll increase the number of tanks that you'll experience from 4 to 8 on all next-gen consoles and PCs. So if you got a last-gen console, you're not going to get a very good Battlefield experience. Honestly, I mean, hey, you can buy it if you want, if you played the beta, enjoyed it, but you're not really going to get the proper experience, and it looked horrible, played horrible. I don't foresee it being much better. It's too much of a game for last-gen consoles. You might, if you can, get a new console, but good luck with that. Hopefully this holiday season, the shortage issues will be dissolved, will be resolved, and you can get one or buy a PC, but good luck with that. Anyways, whatever. They made changes to the movement, adding strafe input to sliding, adding the ability to vault on moving objects. If you don't know, you can jump up over higher objects now and climb up stuff. A nearby grenade indicator has been added. Entry and exit animations are now shorter, with some being removed entirely. Elevators have been fixed so that you see less funky behaviors with doors. They're saying that the performance will be much better. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Basically, they're trying to say the beta was an old build, and the full game will have much better performance, will have much better frames, and better utilized and optimized. Okay, cool. As well, the servers and all the bots, they said there was too many bots, and they're going to try to minimize bots. And they said the bots that were in the game were just there for newer players to get their feet wet, to wet their tips, if you know what I'm saying. They say throughout the open beta, they were able to dedicate a great deal of time into looking at why the servers were sending certain groups of players into predominantly bot-populated matches, and their teams were able then to make real-time changes to the behaviors of matchmaking to ensure that servers weren't being too heavily inundated with bots and had more human players. They say full appreciation that some players didn't have the optimal experience by getting put into other regions. They want to thank them for persisting, as it allowed their teams to breadcrumb trail their way back through the system to understand why they were being sent out of their region into 400 ping lobbies with nothing but bots and experience higher pings than expected. They've ironed out a great deal of those creases in time for launch, and they're going to be as agile as possible because open beta helped them to address all these issues, and the game will be launched amazingly. Make sure to pre-order now. Wow, we're getting sold here pretty good, guys. Now the map, you're going to be able to bring up a full-size map when you're playing as well. During the game, you weren't able to bring up the map. You weren't able to, bring up the map. What more can I say? You try to open the map, it was like smack in the face. Nope, take your hand out the cookie jar. You ain't getting none of the map today, son. Oh, you know what? More important, let me get into something here. Let me get into something that's really important about controllers, because a lot of people play this game on controller, and a lot of you notice the aim assist sucked. So let me just get right to that one important before we get down the list here of more things to talk about. Listen, the aim assist, they said, has been ramped up. So expect Dr. Disrespect to be complaining about how he's getting crushed on his $300,000 PC by dudes playing on a $69.99 controller. The aim assist has been increased for the launch, so I may go from keyboard and mouse to plug it in my Astro C40 controller and rip an ass with the awesome aim assist and annoying PC gamers, which I am myself a PC gamer. I don't know. I like both. I use PC, rather keyboard and mouse. I play Apex Legends a lot. I play a lot of obviously Call of Duties, the Battlefields, and I've tried both. Obviously on the beta, the controller was horrible, so I was using the keyboard and mouse. On Warzone, I go back and forth, man. In Apex Legends, I go back and forth. I turn my sensitivity up a lot because, I'm a sensitive guy. There's pros and cons for both. I mean, honestly, I like the fluidity of the keyboard and mouse. It just feels more intuitive, and I like the feedback, and I just like the way it feels. But I like the aim assist also as controller. So whatever, you know what, hey, whatever floats your boat, but hey, aim assist has been ramped up. Awesome. Can't wait to see Dr. Disrespect lose his mind and the aim assist, keyboard and mouse versus controller debate continue. All right, they've changed the user face UI. So stepping aside from our review of how the technology of our game performed, let's get into the experience side of the open beta and start talking about the systems that you were interacting with. Our user interface in open beta wasn't fully representative of the final experience. It was missing some essential components, some of which we disabled to remove debilitating and now resolved, quotations, bugs, and some of which we choose to continue to focus work on for launch from when we branched in August. Big map, not to be confused with a Big Mac, but what use is Big Map if you're without the ability to then help communicate with your squads and how you intend to react to the battle? And here we go. You actually can feel more, I guess, in touch with your teammates as far as the game goes, because I noticed during the beta it sort of seemed just like a free-for-all, sort of no one's really reviving too many people. I was reviving people. I like being the medic and go around zapping dudes and bringing them back to life. I like that aspect. It gives you points. I don't know, makes you feel like you're doing something rather than just shooting everybody, and you're playing the medic role. That's your job. So that's what people are having an issue with. The squad-based idea of the game sort of seemed to be gone, but like they said, they're trying to have a interface that is actually, more to bring the squad together like old Battlefield. The ability to quick tap and input to give contextual indicators. We have some great tools to hand over to you at launch. Ping wasn't working as well as we could have or would have liked during the open beta, but at launch, you can expect, once again at launch, this game's gonna be amazing. Buy it, pre-order it right now. God, my life depends on it. I don't want to lose my job and be kicked out and have to eat canned spam. You can expect it to function more responsibly when you're pinging locations, assets, and enemy soldiers. Okay, another thing too, the UI has been updated so that the kill feed and all the cool stuff is back to how Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 was. It's, the normal spot right below, sort of in the middle, a quarter way up, right where it's supposed to be, not off the weird side. So UI, long story short, looks a hell of a lot better. It looks fantastic. You actually can see stuff, and they're working on it, and it'll continue to be worked on. That's one thing about DICE, right? They actually listen to what people have to say. I don't know about EA, but DICE seems to be a little more receptive of the community and what we want. Not like a Call of Duty community where the developers don't know their ass from a hole in the ground and don't listen to us and think that their fan base is nothing more than somebody to try to sell skins to and get them to play their damn battle royale that sucks. Anyways, continue on. We're talking about Battlefield, no more Call of Duty. All right, now we're getting to the attachments in the game and how, you couldn't have a pre-made class set up. You always had to do it on the fly in the game. Obviously, that was during the beta only. So they want to say diving deeper. Frustration we saw shared from the beta was feedback around inconsistency you experienced their plus menu and the need to reset your best setups on each of your weapons on each round. And in the case of the AK-24, unintentionally on every respawn. We wanted to share this deeper look into complete behavior of the plus menu and to showcase that you have more control over the function that you got hands-on with in the beta. There are multiple slots per attachment type that you can assign different items into, drawn from an extensive pool of weapon specific spaghetti attachments that unlock as you play more with the weapons. Spaghetti. Anything assigned into slot 1, those closest to the center, is your effective spawn setup. When you deploy with the weapon in hand, you'll always be set with your preferred attachment. This can be accessed from the collection screen on the main menu and from within the deploy screen during gameplay. Moving away from loadout, let's talk about squad composition. We hear you loudly on this topic. Loudly. Squad comp matters. You've each experienced 4 of the 10 specialists coming to Battlefield 2042 at launch. We get 6 more specialists at launch, basically, guys, of specialists. I hope Ricky Berwick is in that as a specialist and rolls around in his damn chair and smokes everyone's ass. Equality, diversity. Oh, hold on a second. It does have diversity, so we can appreciate that, experiencing the full diversity of our gameplay. Right on, Ricky Berwick. You guys don't know who that is. Maybe you do. Smash the like button, subscribe. Big ups to Ricky Berwick. All right, a lot more stuff here, but kind of the cool stuff. At the end of the round now, when you win the game, they actually have sort of a accomplishment screen show up where the guy who did the best, got the most kills, had the most revives, all that kind of hootenanny and awesomeness. You get to display your prowess and flex and floss and dab and pop the collar and make everybody in the damn room holler of how good of a gamer you are. So there you go, that's cool as well. And there's a lot more stuff on the UI, and it seems that most of the stuff that we complained about in the game, in the beta, is being actually changed and recognized as an actual valid complaint. It looks really awesome. There are a lot of things are being changed. I mean, I don't know what else we really could ask for right now. Everything in the beta, the UI, fixing things up as far as squad base go. As far as the specialist goes, it doesn't seem they're going to change that around too much. The whole factions thing is kind of silly. We need to actually have factions. I don't understand why we're not getting proper factions and getting proper actual, more of the old school battlefield. But hey, nothing changes the same. Everything changes in life. Nothing stays the same, rather. Mess that up. Whatever. And this has been a lot of information hit at you. But the most important thing you have to remember, and the biggest thing you take away from this, is the game has been improved. It's definitely been improved, and things are looking good for the actual release coming in a month or so. And more importantly, as EA would like me to tell you, I'm just joking about the Act Man doing some kind of review on New World Order and pretending like I wasn't paid to say good things about it. I'm not. I'm not a shill. You live long enough, you eventually turn into the villain. You could lose becoming a hero. Anyway, I don't know what that saying is. I'm babbling on. It's been a long enough video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to this game because Call of Duty looks like a big steaming pile of hot caca. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate your time, you super awesome individuals. Bye-bye.